Becoming Supernatural. This is an awesome book that I recently read. So what happens is we sometimes think very logically and we don't use our right brain very much. So we can't see the other realms in our life. There are some things that can be only found through meditation and through spirituality. We need to become a little bit supernatural in a good way, okay? Not in a scary way or a ghostly way, in a good way. So what happens is when we read this book, Becoming Supernatural, we go into the unknown, the things we haven't heard till yet, the things we think that these are just unimaginable. Like you can contact with the whole universe, you can get any information you want, you can feel oneness with the whole world. So these are the main key points that will make your life much more interesting and easier when you read this book, Becoming Supernatural. So what happens is many times our friends and family are not believing in obviously spirituality stuff or supernatural stuff, and we are just afraid to read this kind of stuff because we think that people will think weird about us. And the author of this book, Joe Dispenza, also wrote in the introduction that he was very much afraid or kind of overthinking about should he write this book or not, because many other scientists, many other doctors will not approve of his theories. But in the end he thought anyways it doesn't matter, if he knows all this stuff he should write a book on it. So yeah, this book is very interesting. This book will lead you to understand that you are just awareness and you are your thoughts. So what's happening is you are just watching your thoughts, your brain, your body doing stuff, and if you want to change your life you just have to change your thoughts. So for this we need a very deep level of meditation, and through meditation we are aiming to go down to alpha waves or theta waves or delta brain waves. These are brain waves. So when we slow down our brain waves, our thoughts become very less, and then we are able to realize that yeah, I'm just awareness and I'm just watching these thoughts in my brain, and these thoughts are hereby creating my reality. So through meditation we can change our thoughts, we can up level our emotions and make our life much better, much easier, much more fun. So obviously we all want this. So another thing this book talks about is something called as the pineal gland, which is in our brain, and this gland called pineal gland makes something called as DMT. So this is a very crucial part in becoming supernatural, because when we release DMT we experience loss of ego and we just feel that you are one with the whole universe and you are connected with the whole universe, and you can suddenly see visions, you can get answers to your questions, you can think unimaginable things. The imagination that will go in your brain will be something totally out of the world and totally awesome, and it's like watching a movie inside your head. So if you master this skill, how to release DMT through your pineal gland, your life will be very awesome, because you can just lie in bed and do a meditation and suddenly a movie starts in your brain. So how awesome is that, right? So there is a whole chapter about it. There is a meditation that you have to breathe in, hold, then squeeze your genital muscles and pull the energy upwards. So I'm not going to talk about all this because then this video will become too long and we don't want that. So let's talk about another thing that this book talks about. There is something called as space-time. So we live in space-time and we can see all the space around us and time is running by. So Joe Dispenza tells us about something else called as time-space. So there is a time right now, the present moment, in which all the possible things are happening right at the same time. So there are many realities, and if we just change and switch our thoughts, we can go into a different reality, because all you can see is your own thoughts. So by changing your own thoughts and emotions, you can certainly switch realities, because it will change the thoughts of all the people and the universe around you. I know this is very hard to take in, very hard to believe what I'm saying, but that's the whole point of the book, Becoming Supernatural. So if you're finding too much logic and reasoning and you are just thinking that this is just a scam and all that, this will not work because you have these thoughts. So another book that you can read about a similar topic is Parallel Universes of Self. So this will also teach you about reality creation, because I've read this book before, Parallel Universes of Self. I know that this book connects to this book, Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. So I know this information exists and this is very much real and we can use it, and this is very, very awesome. Also, this book will make you believe, basically make you aware that you are just a group of thoughts. You are ego, and you can do anything just with your mind. You can reduce your stress, you can cure diseases, you can even cure untreatable diseases by just meditation. I know this sounds very weird, that how is it possible, but this all is above the logic level. If you know what is the map of consciousness, the stuff I'm talking about is above the level 400. So the logic and reasoning is out of context now, because our left brain works from the level 0 to 400 in the map of consciousness, and now we are talking above 400. So if you are thinking, though, this is not making any sense, this is stupid and all that stuff, you are still thinking from the left brain, and you're just using half of your brain. So to understand all of this, what I'm saying, you have to lower down your brain waves so that your right brain can start working. You have to go to at least alpha waves. These are the waves when the left brain and right brain starts to work equally, and the theta waves and delta waves are the ones in which most of the right brain is working and left brain is working very less. So this should be your goal. You have to be at least in alpha or theta or delta to understand what I'm saying. Right now you might be just listening and it's just going into your head, but when you start meditating, suddenly you will get what I'm saying, and I know this happens because I have experienced it myself. So this book is great if you want to go deep into meditations, see things that are unimaginable. Sometimes we think that our life is too boring, so if you just learn the stuff in this book, it will suddenly become more interesting, and obviously we all want that. And you will be able to heal your diseases, you will be able to boost your immunity very fast, because we will be lowering down our stress levels, cortisol and adrenaline, and when our stress is very, very low, your body heals very fast and it can do unimaginable things. So this is a brief summary of what this book is all about. There are many other topics and chapters in this book, but I am just talking about the most fascinating topics that I found. So if you want more videos about this stuff, you can just comment me in the comment section, like the video if you found it helpful or entertaining, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any other new video. I'll see you later. Bye bye.